This is your girl Elijah, and this is my YouTube channel. I prefer to be called by Nali, N-A-L-I, Nali. I am 25, a Scorpio, and currently I live in Arizona. And this is my, very first video. This will be on my YouTube channel. For brand-wise, I necessarily do not have a brand. It's more so just me living my everyday life. I don't have a niche either because I feel like that puts you in a box, and I was never someone to be in a box. And this is no shade to the other content creators. I personally feel like me expressing myself and being true to myself and me talking about my everyday lived experiences and doing makeup, because I really do makeup, which I guess you consider that the me, but me personally, like whatever I feel like posting content for that day is what I'm going to basically post. Like, I don't believe that people should be categorized in a setting/box. Like, life is too full to live like that, to be honest. There's just so many different paths to take. So a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm 25. I grew up in North Carolina. I do not claim that as my home. I was born in New York, then I moved because of family issues and reasons. I do not claim North Carolina as my home. I know people love to have debates about that, like, where are you from, where are you raised, well, that's your state, you should rep it. No. North Carolina is a very much racist state, and I do not like it at all, and honestly, I wished I never lived there, but without me living there and experiencing the traumas that I went through, it would have made me the person I am today, so I do appreciate that, but will I ever go back to North Carolina? No. Will I visit? Maybe, but to ever live there? No. It's just something that I would not do. In this makeup video, we're going to do my makeup. It's a subtle makeup, but let me just say, y'all, when I say subtle, it ends up being dramatic. When I say dramatic, it ends up being subtle. It's just one of those things where I love makeup and it just takes over me, and whatever happens, happens, like, but I will say the colors that we are using today are pink, brown, and obviously black, and we're gonna make it work. Today's topic is probably going to be about, not even probably, it's going to be about my favorite movie/movies of all time series, which is the Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I'm very much a nerd. I love movies. I love anime. I love music, and I'm just a homebody. I prefer to stay indoors. Like, the best way to describe me is I'm a houseplant that needs to go out in the sunlight once in a while. But other than that, I do not like to be out. I don't like when the whole public is outside because a lot of bad things happen. I mean, good things happen too, but I just don't like when the public is outside. It terrifies me. Also, maybe because I have social anxiety, but at the same time I don't. It's gonna sound crazy, I just don't like humans, even though, yes, I am one. I just don't like humans, and humans always do some dumb, stupid stuff. So, yeah, I just prefer to be indoors, chilling in my own comfort. I don't need the world to make me comfortable. That's just me. So, in this next clip, we're going to talk about Lord of the Rings, and we're gonna do. I will tell you though, if you keep seeing me looking off to the side, it's because I'm not gonna lie. This is so bad to say, but I'm someone who likes to talk to myself a lot, and so once I think about something, I lose track. So I basically have a script of what I'm gonna say because I'm trying to stay on track for the most part because I don't want this YouTube video to be very, very long since it's going to be my very first one. But yeah, y'all, I just can't help it. Like, it's just something about talking to yourself is so therapeutic. Like, honestly, like some people that go to therapy, and I don't. Me talking to myself and understanding my issues and laying in my emotions and then, letting them go is how I heal. And no offense to people who take therapy, but I just feel like, at what point are you actually going to do the work yourself? Because there's no way you should be in therapy for 13 years. Like, have you not learned nothing said, this is no shade to people who go to therapy. I just find personally, like, there's so many resources on the web, for you to figure out what you need to say to yourself, how you should approach the situation, whether you're spiritual or you believe in the Bible. Like, there's so many ways that you can undo your trauma, on your own. And not saying like you should do it on your own, but me personally, like I said, I like to do things my way. I'm not saying like I should do things society's way because society ain't where it's supposed to be at anyway, y'all. But I just personally prefer to do the healing on my own. And me personally, I don't want to burden another person with my emotions. Not saying like we should not have therapists, but I personally feel like no one's going to understand my emotions and my thought process and feelings in that situation more than me. And yes, other people can help you, like be like, well, I'm not would have done it differently. They can give you that advice, but it's ultimately up to you to make it. So why not just do the work yourself? That's just how I see it, y'all. But like I said, therapists are not bad people. I'm not saying you don't need to go to a therapist because I am not no mental health coach. I'm just saying this is what works for me. And if you find it works for you, go ahead and try it. But like I said, I'm not telling you not to go to therapy, y'all. Don't take that the wrong way. Okay? Okay, so like I said, the topic is Lord of the Rings. So growing up though, like I said, I am a very much homebody. I was a loner, okay? I'm not gonna cap y'all, I was a loner. I didn't have friends, and the friends that I did have, they weren't even real friends, y'all. Like, they would talk mad junk behind my back regardless. But, when you're a little kid, you're desperate to, like, fit in because society basically pushes that against y'all, so fit into whatever category that you are in. And so, I just basically, by the time I was like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get the memo. I didn't really start being myself until actually I left North Carolina. Like, I don't know what it is about North Carolina, but it is literally the most toxic state known to man to me, besides California, but we'll not gonna talk about that. But growing up, I was really different. Like, I liked watching anime, I liked watching movies, and my guardians at the time, they would like make us like have family time. We would all sit down and watch a movie, and they would watch Disney movies or like sad, depressing black movies, and I'm just like, no one has time for this. Like, we've been through so much enough as black people already. Like, I don't want to watch this. And their always excuse was, it's to help you remember like where you came from and how hard it was. And I'm just like, it still is hard for us. Like, and like I said, this is no disrespect to my guardians because even though I've not talked to them specifically, I just felt like, really, like, I wanted to see action movies. I wanted to see sci-fi movies. I wanted to see horror movies. Like, I did not want to watch no Disney movies, no comedy movies, no love movies, no family movies. Like I said, I was a very different child growing up. Like, me personally, I do not like Disney movies. I don't like them. The only one I actually liked is The Lion King and Princess and the Frog. Other than that, I do not like Disney movies. Actually, another movie that I do like is The Book of Life. That was a good one. I recently just watched that, and honestly made me cry because I was just like, a lot of that stuff applies to my own life, but as a whole, I do not like Disney movies. Like, whoever my partner is, I hope you know, I'm sorry that I just can't deal with Disney movies. Like, they're so predictable. They lie to kids. I mean, some of them do tell the truth of society, what's really going on. Conspiracy. But they lie to kids. They give kids a sense false of hope. And I just can't deal with it. I like to be honest, straightforward to the point. And so that's when my love for Lord of the Rings came. I was probably, like, those movies came out like in 2000, like 1990, 2000, like 2000, I think 2010 was like the last movie that came out, like 2006. I just love Lord Lord of the Rings, like I literally watch it like every 6 months, and I'm talking about the extended editions too, not the movie theater movies. I'm talking about the extended editions, y'all. I just love them. Like I don't know. Also, this is crazy, but my conspiracy about Lord of the Rings is that Lord of the Rings is based, even though it says Middle Earth, I think Lord of the Rings is based upon Africa, and we'll get into why I think it's based upon Africa. Okay, so you know how like how they made the rings, right? The what? I think it's like 13 rings, right? Nine for mortal men, seven for the dwarves, five for the elves, and then I think one for the one ultimate ring, aka Solomon. I don't know his name. Solomon. Okay, him, the one with the big eye. We all know his name is, y'all. I can't say his name, okay? But I think that the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit is based on Africa. And I know like you're making it a stretch, okay? And like I said, this is just my theory, y'all. I think that each of them, so the elves are the Sudanese people who are really, really tall. The dwarves are the short people, I forgot what the village, I forgot how part of Africa they are. The hobbits are also the short people too, but those are the ones basically, I feel like they were like bred between, I know it sounds so disgusting to say, but bred between, and that's why they have the hobbits, right? Because technically they're supposed to be men. Just like Achilles, he's like half dwarf, half man, and then there's the wizards, and the witches, which is basically, I was thinking how I say like what do you call those people? Like the witch doctors of Africa. And then there's the elves, and if you watch the movie, the elves just be so elegant and graceful, okay? Like, we're not gonna lie, they be so elegant and graceful. I think that the elves are the spirits that the African people worship and praise. Like I said, this is just my conspiracy, this is my theory, y'all. Y'all don't gotta believe me, but I think that Lord of the Rings is based on Africa. And we all know Africa is the beginning of life. So, stay with me, okay? But that's my conspiracy, okay? I won't get too deep into it. That's just, I could talk about it for hours, honestly. But that's just my conspiracy, okay? Like I said, you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to support it. You don't have to like it. But, I think that, excuse me, y'all, that I think Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit is based on Africa. Now, also growing up, how do I put this? I don't know, I was just a very weird kid. Like, I also love horror movies. Like, I love them so much. And I know someone on TikTok said that if you like horror movies, then you need help. I don't know. I love them. I just feel like there's no way. Like, how people always say, like, black people, we wouldn't be in horror movies because literally heard a song will be out. That's me. Like, I just find it so funny, and this is not to be prejudiced or racist in any kind of way, but why people always piss me off in horror movies? Like, why do you need to go investigate this out? Like, why? Do you think someone's gonna say hello back to you? Let's be serious. Well, why do you need to investigate? Like, no. I personally just feel like I couldn't be in a horror movie because I would survive. I truly would. I don't know about the rest of everybody else, but I would. I necessarily do not have a favorite horror movie, which is really crazy because I literally have my favorite sci-fi, I guess, I'm gonna say fantasy movie, which is Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. But for horror movies, I don't know. I don't really have one. I just love them all. Even the really bad ones that come out, because they're just so funny. I will say the most unhinged one that I watched when I was little, which I probably shouldn't be watching when I was little, was Saw watching Saw as a little kid, I was like, and this is maybe a stretch, but I realized like there are people in the world who are actually really like that. Like, let's really talk about it. There are actually people in the real world that we live in, this matrix that we live in, that are actually like that. And I feel like that's the reason why I don't like being out in public, because you just never know. You just never know who's out here being a serial killer. And there's so many serial killers that go unnoticed and no one knows. And I know you're gonna be like, oh yeah, Ted Bundy. No, the cops are just dumb. Like that in the Jeffrey Dahmer case, I never watched a single movie about it. But from all the takes that I've seen on TikTok, I truly think the police were on it. There's just no way that you did not know this man was out here unaliving black men and Hispanic men and gay men of those races or ethnicities. How do I want to describe it, y'all? Okay. You can't tell me the police did not know when they had multiple people tell the police that they was hearing things and seeing something suspicious. I truly think that was a hate crime, and the police allowed it, literally. And to all the people, no disrespect, but to all the people who watched all of the movies that they made about Jeffrey Dahmer, I hope you seek help. Because why in the hell would you watch that? Please tell me, why would you watch that? This goes to me again saying how I just don't fuck with people. I don't. Because I don't know. I just been questioning things a lot. A lot. But let me do my eyebrows off because they took the longest part because I've been trying to get them so even and it never happens. So let me do that and then we're gonna get down to the eyeshadow part, y'all. Yes, and like I said, I don't want it very, very long because I know people's attention span is garbage. Mine, myself, is garbage. My attention span just don't be hitting like how I used to be when I was a kid. But honestly, I think that's because I have ADHD, y'all. And honestly, I think I have autism too, but not like bad. Like, you know, everybody on TikTok always looks like a disability. Like, no, I actually think that I do have it. Like, there's a lot of like characteristic and traits that I've been seeing on like actual like doctor pages, you know, black doctors. Because white people, like I said, we want to talk about that. And honestly, I really feel like I do have it. So, yeah, let me just get this part done, y'all, and then we'll be back. Okay, so I just outlined like my lid with brown. Like I said, if you know me, you see my TikTok, I use drips of makeup. So this is the Profusions Cosmetics chocolate palette, and I just use the color Groovy, which is this brown right here, and then I use it color Adventurous. So basically kind of blend out the edges. Now I'm gonna make it darker, y'all. So like I said, I wanted to do a pink color. Oh, look at that from powder in my eye. Which I still am, but I didn't figure out how I'm gonna do it. I don't indicate how I'm gonna go about it. We're gonna use some white to give the pink some contrast. I'm not really trying to do like a cut crease look, y'all. But you know, growing up, one thing that I always hated was that like wearing makeup was considered being fast and moral. And I'm just like, no, I just wanted to wear makeup to like express my creativity, you know? But no, you know, black parents, especially, you know, the mothers or if you're raised by your aunt grandma, they would not see me at all. And to the people who had parents that let them, kudos to you. I low-key envy you, because I didn't get to have that experience. So I'm going to have that experience now. And like I said, one thing about me is I do my makeup for me. The way that it looks, the way that I do it. And like I said, makeup and art is subjective. So just do it. And like I said, I'm recording this video on my iPhone. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. Don't let, these influencers, tell you that you have to have the most expensive camera, the most expensive makeup to be able to be a content creator. You do not. And quite frankly, I feel like I'm the not really very first, but I feel like I'm the first person who's sorry y'all, my eye has, said that and actually meant that because, not all of us have the funds to have, expensive things. Like for me currently, in my current situation, I don't have the funds to buy the most expensive foundation, the most expensive makeup or camera to record. And so I'm using what I have because I have a phone, right? There's a camera on it. Why not use it? Now, me personally, I do not like my iPhone XR. I had an iPhone 13, but let's just say iPhone literally, I'm trying to get people to buy their iPhone, so I feel like they low-key made my phone overheat so that they can try to get me to buy a new one. But I keep all my iPhones, I keep backups, because I'm not trying to buy a new iPhone. Because as long as I still be able to call and text, then I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So right now I just use this color called Hidden. It's like a pinky color. And now I'm just going to connect the brown and the two browns are pink, and I'm gonna use, I don't know, I've had this palette for centuries, y'all. I have no idea what colors they actually are. Okay, I think I'm just gonna use this purple and pink together to create kind of a mauve color, I guess. Even though I really could use this color palette mauves, but these colors are too dark, and I don't want to really use red because I guess I don't want to keep it neutral and natural, y'all. But oh yeah, that's pretty. I don't like that, y'all. I just love makeup, but wearing makeup, wearing color painted nails, that was considered fast and grown. You were being fast and grown. The only colors you could wear were pink and clear. You can't wear any other color. The only time I actually was able to get color is for prom. That was the only time I was able to wear color. It was prom. And the color was silver. That's not even the color. Don't get me wrong, silver is the color, but that's not even the color in my opinion. But yeah, it was bad. And my aunt tried to live her life through me with clothes. That's a whole different story. But growing up, I would used to do my makeup in the bathroom at school, and then before I got home, I would go to the bathroom at the end of the day and I would wash it all off because, I remember one day, this is a story to tell. I remember one day, I was like, fuck it, pretend I didn't say that, YouTube, but I basically said, F it, I'm not washing it off. And I did it. And I went home, and basically, my uncle, he got home before anybody else at the time, and he basically made me sit there and wait for my aunt to get home. Sorry, y'all, my eyes it's just ugh, I don't know. But she basically made me sit there and wait for her to get home, and then I basically got my booty whipped because she was like, they're trying to be fast, they're trying to be grown, wearing makeup is gonna damage your eyes, it's gonna damage your skin, but then she was wearing makeup too. So I was just like, I took the booty whipping gracefully because I'm just like, you're contradicting everything you're saying by doing the same thing. And so, it was whatever. And honestly, I kind of had a rebellious little mark a little bit growing up, but it's just because, like, I'm a teenager. Like, why can't I live my life? Honestly, low key, this poop is starting to get a little patchy. So, to fix it, we're gonna take some right here. Just add some more. Brush. Honestly, I feel like I made that worse, but whatever. Well, I'm just gonna continue. But like I said, makeup is just about being fun. Like, I don't know. And one thing about me is I'm the type of person who doesn't wear fake eyelashes with makeup. I just don't like wearing them. I don't like the way they feel on my lids. They just feel too heavy. And yeah, I just don't like wearing it. More than likely, y'all, I'm not gonna make the video that long. I'm gonna just do this one eye and show y'all, and then come back and do the other eye. Because like I said, I don't want to make this a very long video, because some people don't got that big of attention span, and some people, I'm talking about myself too. I don't. But yeah, I I hated, growing up. I really did. And I hated the school district I live in because North Carolina is very much racist. Very much. And it doesn't sound so crazy, but they love their white people and their mixed people. They don't like black people and they don't like Hispanic people, but let me tell you, and this is just from my experience, y'all, so please don't try to tell me this never happened. This is just my experience. Growing up, because this is so crazy, because I was the lightest one out of my family, which I hate using light skin, dark skin, brown skin. I just hate those terms because they were made by white people to frame us. But growing up, I was the lightest one out of my family. And people will always tell me, like, oh, are you adopted? Are you adopted? Are you adopted? Which, technically, yes and no, But I always get, are you adopted? Are you adopted? And then people would ask me, oh, what do you mix with? What do you mix with? And I'm just like, I'm black. My mama black, my daddy black, her mama black, her daddy black, my daddy mama black. But they're black. Like, I'm literally black. And I feel like, like I said, I feel like white people can't tell the difference, which is a little crazy because, the reason why black people exist is because of them. If you know, you know. We just keep it straight and simple. But, yeah, there you go, that's a lot better. It looks patchy, but who gonna check me, y'all? Who gonna check me? Nobody, but yes, this is the final look. I think I'm gonna darken it brown a little bit around the, what do you call it? Crease, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I don't like using makeup terms. I don't because, I don't know. I just be, I could never think of the word, y'all. But yeah, that's just my experience, and I also will say though, like, and this is no shade to black people who live in North Carolina, but at the time, I don't know how it is now, but at the time, and I have experience because I lived there basically from, second grade to high school. So that's basically almost like 12 years. So I have the experience to talk about it. So don't try to say that I don't, because I do. But the black people there also, they don't even like your own black people. Like there's so many times like throughout high school, like I try to like fit in with my black people, but they'll be cool with the white people, and they would just look at me like I'm crazy and like disown me and say all this crazy stuff because they wanted to stay cool with their white people friends. Like, wow, that's crazy. Um, so yeah, I got bullied a lot because, like I said, I was different. I read anime or manga. I watched anime. I watched horror movies. I like action movies. I didn't like Disney movies. I stayed to myself. I tried to be cool with all the kids in the school. Like, basically, like I said, you had to be like the jock, cheerleader, volleyball. Like everyone wanted to be in certain specific category groups, and I wasn't having it. I wanted to be a part of every group. And yeah, my own fellow black people basically looked at me like I was crazy and basically shut me out. And so I ended up like hanging around this group of Latin, Hispanic, Mexican. So one of them was like Guatemalan, group. And even then, they were like shady towards me too. So it's like, damn, I just don't fit nowhere at all. And I lived in the most very whitest part of North Carolina. I lived in the RDU area. I lived in Hillsboro, which is like 15, 25 minutes from Chapel Hill, 15, 30 minutes from Durham, and then like, depending on traffic, like 45 minutes to Raleigh. Like, I literally hate living in North Carolina. Some people would be like, North Carolina is way near to A&T, I'm gonna say A&T, that's where one of my brothers went to. Even then, people were fucking, y'all, I'm sorry. Even then, the people there were shady too. So it was like, North Carolina just ain't safe. And now recently looking at the news, it really ain't safe no more. And what is it with basically parents and families that are from New York and New Jersey wanting to live in North Carolina? Like, who told you that North Carolina was appealing to live in? Please tell me. Like, you could have picked any other state. You could have picked Delaware. You could have picked Philly. You could have picked Florida. South Carolina. My uncle's side of the family from there don't like it. Me personally, don't like it. I really don't even like the South. Like, I love the East Coast, but I just don't like the South. And the South, I mean by North Carolina, South Carolina. I consider that the South. Florida, yes, is considered the South, but I consider that just a peninsula. That Florida is its own place. Georgia, that's the South too. But we could have lived anywhere but North Carolina. They chose North Carolina of all places to live. And on top of that, we lived in a white neighborhood. Like, they were so determined for us to have this amazing, good education and be around white people when it was literally the most racist place to be. Like, and that also caused trauma too. On top of family issue trauma. Like, y'all literally be traumatizing your kids. It's also the reason why I don't want kids. Either, y'all. Either. So right this clip, I'm gonna do the other side of my eye. Also, I'm gonna do a wing eyeliner. And don't make fun of my wing eyeliner because it just never be even. And my eyes are even, even my eyebrows. So that's my style. I don't like things to be even and perfect because nothing is perfect in this life. Everything is imperfectly perfect for you. But I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna do the foundation. I'm gonna go to like conclusions part, I guess, wrap it up, and basically it's just a rundown of my life. Like, I can go more into detail about things, but I don't know if I will, to be honest. I might. It just depends, honestly, y'all. Ooh, I needed that. It literally just depends. I'm sorry, y'all. I just started laughing because I just thought about something in my head. Like I said, I'm a very weird person. I really like talking to myself. It's just therapeutic. I don't know, but that's my form of therapy. Yeah, I just like talking to myself. Yeah, but let me finish this other eye, and then we're gonna do basically the face, and we'll be back. Okay, y'all. back, so I just did one side of my face. I bronzed. I used beautiful bronze, elegant cosmetics. Then I used NYX. This is actually foundation, the color Cocoa, to like deepen the bronze a little bit. Then I blend it out, and then I used the color Fawn to conceal, and then I used a brush to let it sit a little bit, and there was a little bit of powder from Huda Beauty, the Banana Con, and then I used concealer in the color Deep by Flower Beauty, and then I used a little bit of this elf right here to highlight, not a lot because I truly don't like to highlight, and then I used NYX pressed powder and golden to basically set that into place. And I don't like to use a lot because, like I said, if you have naturally creasy eyes, it's gonna cake up eventually. Like, don't let people on social media lie to you, fool to you. Okay? Like, no. And I'm using a damp beauty blender to blend this out. And I don't put any foundation underneath my eyes because that also causes a lot of creasing. Like, we're trying to slow it down, not bring it back up. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in the sun because I like to do my makeup in the sun. Like, I don't like using studio lighting or nothing like that. But we're just gonna press that in and make sure we get that into the creases, and then we're gonna like drag it down. Also get my smile lines. They're not that bad anymore. Like before, they used to be really bad, but I don't know. I've been like moisturizing, drinking more water, and they're slowly going away. Well, they're not really going away, but they're not so permanent that cause like a really big indent. So this is it, done. Obviously, like, I also did my eyes. Don't mind the liner, they never come out even. Like, one thing, my eyebrows aren't even, neither my eyes, so the liner's not coming. As much as I try, it just isn't. But I feel like that's also my style, like, to not have it even, because nothing is perfectly even or anything. Like, only thing that's even is nature. With the Fibonacci sequence, that's it. But basically, the conclusion of this video is that society really just tries to push people to be perfect and conform to one type of aesthetic, vibe, job, whatever. Like, and me personally, I don't like that. Like, I grew up wanting to be a part of everything, but got denied by everything. So now that I'm adult, I'm doing it all myself. Like, I'm doing it by myself, and I prefer it that way, honestly. I'm running out of powder. Honestly, I love dresser makeup. This is probably the most expensive thing that I have. Besides this right here, but this was honestly like, at the time, I think it was like $7, $8, $9. But that's probably the second most expensive thing from a designer, which is Juvia's Place. I want to try the foundations, but I'm looking kind of scared to try the foundations, because I just have a bad thing with foundations. Like I tried Rihanna's foundation because I love Miss Fenty because I have other products from her, but the foundation just never works for me. It's always too orangey when it oxidizes, and I do not like that. And I try to go lighter, it still just looks so orangey, and I don't know why. But now I'm bronzing with Milani, the color Soel or Soel. Honestly, I don't know. It's a nice, beautiful color, and I like it, as you can see. Like, look at it, and then obviously it just glows too because of skincare. Like, also I'm using this foundation too, right here. Number 10, Golden Tan. I love it. It still isn't my skin color to the sense, but I don't have to do so much bronzing. But honestly, I like to look bronzed and blush. I like to be looking burnt. I don't know what it is. I guess sunburn. I don't know. I just love it. I feel like that's my niche. You know, I don't really like niches. Like I just like to look overly sunburned. I don't know why. But yeah, and now it's time for blush. And I literally use the Zaxxon Color blushes. I use an orange eyeshadow or this blush right here in Rendivas. I don't know how to say it now. This is what it looks like. So yeah, I don't know how to say it. And then I use this pink blush too. It's called Bury Your More from Milani. I like it. Since we did basically a pink eye, I think I'm just gonna stick to orange and pink. And I know, like, girl, what if you mix these two colors together? I like it on myself, okay? And we're literally just gonna use orange eyeshadow. Cause right now, I haven't found a good orange blush that I like. So if y'all have any recommendations on orange blush, just let me know. So this is the orange that I'm using in the palette right there. As you can see, it's pretty much gone. Pretty much. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit and apply the blush. As you can see, I don't know if you can really tell, but so beautiful. I just love a good orange blush. It's just orange on, you know, but you have to find the perfect orange for you. The orange on black people, black women, or black women, you know, men, or identifying male or female, you know, it's just so beautiful. It's same thing with purple, but you gotta find the bright purple blush for you though. Like, not all, you know, colors are made equal, you know, y'all. Right? Now, look at that. So beautiful. Now, I'm gonna top it off with pink. And literally what we're gonna do is get back into the orange, get some pink, rub off, get some pink again, rub off, and then boom. And this is more so like right here. I don't really have like what do you call like deep, I guess cheekbones or dimples. I don't know how you call them things. Like I just, like I said, I'm a blush girl. Honestly, I forgot to not really contour my nose because I don't really like to contour, but I forgot to hit my nose a little bit. And I forgot to add a little concealer to it, dog. Just a little bit, not a lot. I don't like. I don't really like to adjust my nose because I think I got a cute nose. Just to give it some contrast. There we go. And that's literally the blush. Like this is literally the final product. Like I said, I love to overblush. I just think it personally looks good on me and my personality, you know. And I feel like a lot of girls are like that too. Like, if you ever see me on TikTok, when guys too, let me not be, you know, disrespectful. Guys too, like, it's like just a part of the personality, you know. And that's how I feel for me. But that's done. We're gonna mascara and we're gonna do lips. I like to do lips last because, oh wait, I forgot the final part. I forgot to lock this bad boy in with a little bit of powder. Not too much, y'all. Like I said, I don't wanna be cakey. It's just to basically set this in stone, you know. Not too much.
Where'd it go?
I'm gonna take the this powder and just kind of take away the excess. Sizzle out the cheese a little bit. Like I said, not too much. And that is a look. Now I'm trying to do eyes. I don't wear fake lashes. Um, or lash extensions because I don't like the way they feel in my eyelids. And I don't know. I like just doing my lashes. And so all the people that be like, in order for you to do a full beat face, you need to wear eyelashes. Says who? Says who? And I just trying to figure out where do people be coming with these rules for makeup? Like, I thought makeup was supposed to be fun and creative. Like, how come, Dolce & Gabbana and Fendi and all of them running models can wear crazy makeup and y'all don't say nothing about it? And they don't wear eyelashes. Or they do wear eyelashes, but y'all don't say nothing about it. But as soon as a regular daily person who isn't a celebrity do their makeup and don't put on eyelashes or wear crazy long eyelashes, it's a problem. Like, y'all be so controversial sometimes. Me personally, I said I don't wear fake lashes because I don't like the way they look on my face, and I don't like how they make my eyeballs feel heavy. Now to the girls who do wear fake lashes, y'all been looking good and killing it. Some of y'all find it a little crazy, but that's y'all prerogative. So, no head, that's just bad. Like I said, makeup is subjective. You live how you want to, and not what people try to tell you. You know? Ow. One thing to also hate is that when like mascara gets on the eyelid, and I know people are like, well, you just gotta like brush and close your eyes. Yeah, I be doing that too. But I think because because I think that my eyelashes are naturally like kind of long, it is just gonna touch my lid anyway. So it is what it is, and I should be thankful, which I am. But I feel like also too people don't talk about. I feel like wearing a lot of natural like lash extensions and eyelashes. I feel like they're damaging to your like eyelash follicles. Like, I mean, just as much as mascara is probably too, but I feel like it's also damaging because I've also noticed that a lot of girls who always wear like constant eyelashes, like barely have any eyelashes of their own, and this is like no shade or no hate. But I feel like we need to do a study on it and we figure out why that happens. And also that's why I'm afraid too to wear eyelashes too and not have any eyelashes because some of y'all when y'all be not having your lash set in, don't look y'all having no eyelashes at all, and that scares me. Um like I said, but I've tried wearing fake lashes and I just did not like it at all. And I said, this is no shade to the girls because you don't like wearing fake lashes. That's good on you, baby girl. You do you. Don't listen to nothing I said. Oh, also, like I said, I like my lashes to be spiky. I like them to look like little spider legs. I love it. I love it. Like I said, this is just my own style. Everyone has their own style. And I'm not saying that you need to conform to anyone or you need to be crazy and drastic. But I hate when the little mascara little clumps fall on my face. too because I've seen people like ripping their eyelashes out with that. How are y'all not afraid? That scares me. But like I was saying, in conclusion, I really think society just be trying to make people live in a certain box. And basically, that movie, Divergent, the Divergent series, like, society does not want to be different. As much as they claim, like, uniqueness and being unique, they do not want to be unique. They do not want that at all. Um, I'm using the licks. Y'all, what is my English? Honestly, I'm gonna keep it in the video, y'all, because I'm not gonna edit it out. I'm sorry, like, I'm being authentically true to me. I'm not gonna edit it out, but I like the mixed liners, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like when you like try to like overline again, like they don't talk after you did it, like it kind of like causes like the little clubs. You know what I mean? Sometimes the eyeliners, lip liners. This is the color or shade. Downtown Beauty. It's a nice brown. I'm gonna emphasize my Cupid's bow, which I really don't have that one, and I love Rihanna's Cupid's bow. Sometimes I'd be upset when she doesn't like exaggerate it, so I'm just like, it's so beautiful. But that's her, like her, let her live her life, you know? But I like it. I don't want mine to be too pointy, but I love it, y'all. Sorry, that's so exciting, y'all. So that part I was outlined, and now we're gonna use the color Cold Brew. Let me wipe off this, y'all. So it's just a napkin. And I need to sharpen it. I need another one, y'all. I love the color Cold. It's like, it does give coffee vibes, but at the same time, it's like a red brown. And I don't know, no offense, I don't know coffee as red brown. I don't like coffee personally. I'm a tea and juice and water type of girl. I don't like coffee, I don't like soda. I'll drink soda here and there. That's literally like once every like millennia, to be honest. Now we're gonna use this color Mauve Moment from Juvia's Place. You know, so crazy. This is no shade. I used to call Juvia's Place Juvia's Palace. I don't know why, but I used to call it that all the time. It's like a nice pink, purple moment, and it smells like chocolate. It smells good. Lips together. It supposed to blot it, but I like to rub my lips together. I don't know. I just like to do it. I just feel like it looks, I don't know, better, in my opinion. Like I said, I like to rub my lips together. Y'all don't have to, but I do. And then we're going to take the color again, Downtown Beauty, and make sure that it's prominent. one side too, but my left side of my my right side of my face, yo, my bad, is a little uneven. Um, we'll just say it to you like that, just a little uneven. There we go. We're not gonna use a gloss, y'all, because I don't know. I'm not feeling the gloss. I also have a little pimple right here too, so the reason why my lip is just not, when I'm lining it, it's just not looking right. But this is the final product. I'm trying to get into the sunlight, y'all, because so you can see it, but it's not giving. So we're gonna get a little closer. But this is the final product, you know. It's kind of giving airbrushed. It's kind of giving not. Well, who cares? Makeup is makeup. Like I said, I do my makeup for myself. But this is the end of my YouTube video. Thank you for watching. If you watch, if not, okay, I know someone who is. But thank you. And I'm very blessed to be in the state that I am. And moral of this message is don't try to let society tell you where you need to be at in life. Because as you can see, in these current world events that we have going on, society ain't where it's supposed to be at either. So don't try to let them tell you what you can and can't do at all, y'all. Don't. Obviously, abide by the rules, you know, the laws, and don't go to jail. But your everyday life, you know, don't let them try to come for you, y'all. Be uniquely